Here we are for another week of our focus word. This week we are anchored. The verse to go with it is this. This hope is a strong and trustworthy anchor for our souls. It leads us through the certain. It leads us through the curtain into God's inner sanctuary. Hebrews 6:19. Anchored. The word is so strong. The placement of our anchor reveals a place of our trust, hope, peace, strength, joy, compassion, and sustenance. What we tie ourselves to reveals what we believe can sustain us. And when thinking about being anchored, we know that a boat must be anchored or it will drift. However, in our lives, we forget that we tend to do the same. We hope our initial placement into the ground will be enough, but realizing that Sunday maintenance or casually following Jesus has never been enough to sustain foundation. We get sidetracked. We get busy striving, and suddenly we look up and think, wait, what is this place? How did I get here? We get nowhere by accident. We drift because we stopped being attentive to the origin of how we first set up camp in this place. The gratitude and the praise and the diligence and the prayer, it came easy at first. It was just what we did. But when we started doing other things and we lost ourselves in them, we got really comfortable, and now we are frustrated. Our hearts feel hardened by what we see, and the palpable joy we experienced before has been overtaken by the gloom in front of us. It's okay to be here, and if we are honest, we let ourselves drift pretty easily. The good news is that our true anchor, the grace of God, never lost its way or its willingness to help us come back. When we dig ourselves into the truth and wrap our security around the certainty of His promises, we begin to feel that assurance once more. The sunshine starts to hit our faces and we see land. There it is. Okay, we're good. Placing our security in finances, friendships, or future plans will always make us drift into waters that seem dependable at first, but land us in disappointment. Our view has never been determined by what we have or where we've been or what the boat looks like, but about where we place our anchor, in what or whom we trust. Our destination has never been a place, has it? Just a person, Jesus. However however we word it, that's what we ultimately want to experience. Forever safety. When we are anchored in Him, He transforms our perspective, ushers peace in the storm, and provides eternal security. Is there a greater gift? Focus it. When you find yourself with a differing opinion than your coworker, friend, or spouse this week, remember to think about the word anchor and make sure you are aligned with your foundation. Then you can stand firm in your point of view. Just remember to ask God to steady you. Jesus, anchor and sure, I trust in you. Amen. That's a good point. Anchor in our journal. Anchors. Assess your foundation. What anchors you? Navigate your life while standing firm on the solid rock. Clarify every question with the truth of His word. Help others center their lives on Jesus. Overcome fear of the waves with His promise of hope. Rest in the presence of the one who controls the seas. Endure every circumstance with God's resilience and joy. Define yourself and your life through heaven's lens. Unplug, unwind. What is God saying to you here? That's one of the reasons why I have that phrase, live your faith daily, because it's like it is, because that's where our anchor is living our faith, that relationship with God daily. It's an ongoing relationship, it's an ongoing journey. And so if we are not focused on building that character, establishing that character, that anchor, we drift. And so for having that virtuous lifestyle, that his character, it's a lifestyle, not just going to church occasionally or just doing this once in a while. It's a whole lifestyle, not just something that you do occasionally and then you forget. So that's kind of where it's like anchoring. It's a lifestyle, not just, yeah, it's a lifestyle. So yeah, think about that as, living your faith daily as an anchor in him. So think about that this week. So, and I'll see you next time.